Well, today the Texas governor signed his name to 4 bills that fulfill his promise to empower parents more in their children's education.
And one of these new laws will require vendors to rate books they sell to schools based on their depictions or references to sex, and it could result in the removal of some titles. KXAN's Will Dupree found out the White House is now taking notice.
House Bill 900 is not now law in the state of Texas.
The legislation Governor Abbott signed sets new standards for Texas school libraries to keep what he calls sexually explicit content off shelves.
Every minute of time spent on vulgar materials is time away from the task of kids learning what they need to learn.
The law broadly defines sexually explicit as material that describes, depicts, or portrays sexual conduct in a way that is patently offensive. Ash Hall with the ACLU of Texas is waiting to see how that's ultimately applied.
We've seen that used in the past as justification to ban any discussion of LGBTQ plus identities or topics. So we expect that the same would happen here.
Companies that offer books to Texas schools will now have to include a rating. Vendors can no longer sell a book they deem sexually explicit. And if a school already has it, the company would have to take it back. The Texas Library Association is now working with more than 5,000 librarians across the state to make sure whom they're doing business with is following the law.
What this is going to do is put a huge burden on the book vendors. They may make the decision not to sell in the state of Texas. They're going to have to potentially increase their costs to do business with the state of Texas.
This may face scrutiny from a new position announced this month by the Biden administration. A coordinator will now look into what the White House called the growing threat that book bans pose for the civil rights of students. Will Dupree, KXAN News.
And during the bill signing event today, the governor repeated that he is not giving up on his plan to create education savings accounts in the state, which some call school vouchers. The governor said he plans to call a special session to focus on that issue, but only after lawmakers reach a deal on how to lower property taxes. Now, another bill the governor signed today is House Bill 3803. Now, this will allow parents and guardians to elect for their students to repeat or retake a course or grade.